Everyone needs a little stress in their life to perform. Think of a musical instrument. Without enough tension, it goes seriously off tune. But too much stress or tension, and the string could snap. It's the same thing with our bodies. The trick is to keep stress under control and in balance. But what is stress anyway? How does it affect your body and your mind? And what can you do about it? Let's look inside the human body so you can see firsthand exactly what stress is. First off, stress starts off as a feeling and a reaction to certain situations. It's the body's way of making you more alert and ready to take on a challenge. Stress can feel like butterflies in your stomach, worried, cranky, headache, hard to concentrate, jumpy. So let's say you have a big test coming up. You may think all the stress happens in your mind, but actually research shows that your entire body can be affected by stress. Let's take a closer look. When you encounter a perceived threat or are placed in a stressful situation, the hypothalamus, a tiny region at the base of your brain, sets off an alarm system in your body. Through a combination of nerve and hormonal signals, this system prompts your adrenal glands, located atop of your kidneys, to release a surge of hormones, including adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline increases your heart rate, elevates your blood pressure, and boosts energy supplies. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone, increases sugars, glucose, in the bloodstream. This natural reaction is called the stress response, and it can help us out a lot when we're in a critical situation, like when a driver or cyclist has to slam on the brakes. All of these stress reactions enhance a person's ability to perform well under pressure. In a milder form, and if managed, the stress response can help you concentrate better and perform better for a recital, an athletic event, or even a test. The problem is that the body doesn't always reset itself to normal, and over the long term, if your mind and body are constantly on edge, you may face health problems. The good news is that you have a lot of control over stress, and if you get in tune with what stresses you out, you can make a plan to manage stress and keep it working for you. How can you bust stress? Sleep. Sleep is the time when your brain and body recharge. Get musical. Listening or playing music is a good stress reliever. Laugh. Laughter fires up and cools down your stress response and increases your heart rate and blood pressure, producing a good, relaxed feeling. Ask for help. Just by asking a trusted adult for help, you'll be able to tune your stress response down a notch. Make like a pro athlete and try out relaxation exercises, like deep breathing and visualization. Exercise and stay active. Just like sleep, exercise chills out your stress response and turns on endorphins, the body's natural feel-good hormones. Be a problem solver. Get proactive and make a plan to help you manage stressful situations like homework or other challenges you might face. So what's in it for you if you learn to master your stress and turn on your relaxation response? You will concentrate better, have less stomach aches. You might find tests are easier to take. You'll be in a better mood. And guess what? If you keep it up over a lifetime, you might even be healthier too. Too much stress can bring on illness or increase the severity of them, like diabetes and heart disease. Sounds good, doesn't it? Every person is different, so you'll need to experiment to find out which stress-relieving strategies work best for you. The activity sheets that go along with this video will help you figure that out. If you keep at it, before you know it, you'll be in tune with your emotions and your stress. And that's like beautiful music for our bodies, our brains, and our overall health.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, DSN. Yeah, we are back with one more slot tonight. Okay, very special topic we will share with you all our beloved DSN family. How are you feeling right now? Of course, your answer is great, fantastic, always with the accent. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to all of you to our live stream in the topic of hypertension. Yeah, don't tension, just relax, chill, and let's learn, understand about hypertension and how DSN can help you, can help other people to become more relaxed with DSN product. Just stay tuned because we will have our special guest to talk about hypertension. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, tonight is we will use English as a platform, okay, medium. So hopefully tonight will be better. And then of course, I need your favor. Okay, I need your help to keep promote, keep share our link, keep share our Facebook live in the Malaysia to increase our viewers live view in Facebook. Okay, so as per normal, we did mention every time in live. So please do these three things. Number one is comment. Okay, comment. Beside, okay, number one is comment. Just greeting us. Good morning and state where are you from or where are you live right now. Okay, simple, very simple. All right. The essence is always simple. Simplicity rules the world. Number two, or second thing you have to do is to share to your Facebook wall or post or to a public. Okay, make sure you select public and share to your Facebook wall. And of course, you also can choose a watch party. So your friend can watch together with you in your Facebook. So let this topic become hot topic for tonight. So everybody of us can get benefit from this topic. And then the most important thing is the most beautiful thing, we can promote the Asian product indirectly because the tonight topic is very important to us because nowadays tension is one of the biggest problems. Okay. All right. So we move to the third thing. I need your favor to do, which is to tag. You also can tag your Facebook friend. Just type their name, their Facebook name in the comment area. So it means Facebook will send them a notification or alert of this live that they are taking right now. So make sure you tag as much as your friends. No problem because Facebook is unlimited. So you can tag all your Facebook friends in the comment area. All right. So because we want to increase the view, the live view during our session. Okay, keep promoting, keep share our posting. Thank you for choosing the ASN and thank you for being online with us every day. Every day. Without fail, every day with us with different topic, with different speaker, with different presentation and topic to share with all our beloved ASN family. Once again, thank you. Without your commitment, your effort with us, the ASN will be not in this high level of industry. So let us see where are you come from. Okay, let us take a few comments from our CSM members, CSM family. Okay, this is from good morning from Philippines. Yes, yes, from Philippines. Okay, of course. Okay, from Malaysia. Good morning, CSM. Namaste. Okay, all right. This one from Ipoh, the Suresh. Kalian வணக்கம். Uh, let's see. Okay, of course, this one from Guantan. From where is it? Good morning, DSN number one. Of course, DSN number one because of you. Thank you very much. And then good morning from JB, Mr. Steven. From JB. So it means our life will be everywhere. So just share this posting to make it our view increase, and this story very very interesting. So make sure you are ready. You are ready. I'm ready. So just sit back and relax. Enjoy your favorite PSN coffee. Okay. All right. So before we go, welcome our guest speaker. Once again, let us see this week, uh, full week online activity provide online with DSM Malaysia Facebook. Ada lagi ya. This one from Klang. Welcome, orang Klang. Alright. Okay. Okay, let's see the schedule of the week. Today is 22nd. All right, 22nd, we with our guest speaker, and tomorrow also we have a afternoon session with DSN, Country DSN, and 24th we have a leadership in Nepal language. Okay, Wednesday. Thursday we have the power of hypnosis. This is also a very interesting topic. And Friday, we want more international guest speaker from Philippines, current based there, Mr. Martin Lopez. And also 27, we have Coffee with Crown. This time with Lady Crown, the highest Lady Crown in Malaysia, the Triple Crown Diamond, Madam Chin Yao. It's the mother of our guest speaker. And weekend we have one more Asian kitchen with Madam Kogi. A few recipe, a few menu we will share with you. So stay tuned today, tomorrow until end of the week. Okay. So are you ready? Let us welcome our guest speaker. Okay, good morning, Mr. William. Double Diamond
Good,
William Gunn. Sehat?
good morning, Mr. Zakri.
Yeah.
Sihat-sihat.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
Mm,
So tonight is very interesting topic. So are you ready?
yes, I'm
Hmm.
ready.
Yeah, because just now in the beginning of the program, kita dah tengok, I've seen this, watch the video of stress.
Mm-mm.
So a little bit stress, we need a little bit stress to make it we are strong.
Yes,
But too much stress, make it our health also problem. Okay. So are
yes.
you ready to listen for this very beautiful topic? Yes. Let us welcome one more time, Mr. Double Diamond William Gunn. Please, William.
Okay, good morning, DXN. Selamat pagi, DXN. Namaste, namaskar, kale vanakkam. Good morning, DXN, to all of you. So, first of all, I'm very privileged here that I'm invited by DXN, especially by Mr. Zakri, that I'm here to be able to share about whatever I know about stress that is related to hypertension. So as you can see, stress is something that we cannot run away from today. We are facing daily things, daily problems, daily issues, every single moment of our life. So that's the reason why we cannot run away from stress. Of course, I'm sure that all of us we are very good at managing and you know in doing the things that we do, but as in taking care of our own welfare, especially related to health, we are so not good at it because we are so engrossed and also so focused in the things that we are doing on daily basis, as well as like a routine, as well as your work. Even you take good care of your family. So that's the reason why you have neglected about your stress and you do not know how to manage it. So today, I try to relate to the hypertension month, which actually fell on in the month of May. So I will be focusing on managing your stress level, because stress actually it is playing one of the biggest part in contributing to the hypertension issues today. Hey, so let's look at what is stress. So when you look at stress, for people who knows about physics, okay, stress, it can be defined as the reaction or response, how your mind and body to the stimulant. That means whatever things that is happening around you, you are responding to it, whether it is physical, your mental, or emotional. That you may feel that it is a challenge for you. You feel that it is hard for you to go through, to battle, to overcome something that you feel that you get overwhelmed. So your response can be two, which is fight or flight. Fight means you have to like go against it, okay? Then flight, run away, lari. Nampak apa? Harimau, lari. Kan? Takkan nak fight dengan harimau tu kan? So that means you are actually trying to run away from the situation. So according to many experts, okay, like the law of physics, right? So the more pressure, okay, you are actually given to you or something, okay, the thing will be actually the force that something is actually try to tampung, that means try to handle. It is called pressure. The thing is that what happens is that when you feel that you are being overwhelmed by stress, it's called the greater pressure that you can face, okay, which is the resource is lesser than the things that you can get. Like for example, I give you, okay, like a 30 or 50 kilogram of table, right? So if you let one person or two people carrying the table, do you think the two people are feeling the stress? Okay, on the contrary, more people are sharing the load. We call it sharing the stress level. Maybe 10 people carrying this 50 kilogram of table. Do you think that everyone will be having a fair share, and also they will be feeling less stressful for that each individual? And of course, another example I can give that stress in our daily life is our workload, and our biggest enemy is time. So sometimes we don't really manage our time properly. That's the reason why we always chasing after the deadlines. So whenever your resources here right now is your time. Whenever you're lacking of time and your workload is like so huge, you're not able to cope with it. So you feel very stressful. You feel that, oh no, I cannot finish this by tomorrow. And what will happen when my employer or my boss will be telling me? So this is the stress that you are going through. So in every area in your life, even your family, your job, even your children, even financially, you are facing different set of stress. So as I've mentioned, what kind of stress that you are facing at work, all right? So sometimes you need help. You need to admit that you need help, all right? Okay, the physical stress, what are those? The physical stress that you usually see is whenever you try to compromise your own well-being, okay, you try to let go your health in order for you to finish up your work and try to finish up your task within the given limited time period that you have. So you will be overloaded with work. So that's the reason sometimes you tend to compromise with a lot of the things, the basic right things that you should be doing in your life, like sleep. By right, you are supposed to sleep 6 to 8 hours of sleep daily. Just because of the unnecessary stress, some people they may actually sacrifice their sleeping time. Maybe they sleep less than 4 hours. I've seen people who are like that. So it becomes a habit, and slowly they develop some insomnia issues. And in their later age, you know why some older people, like people who have retired, okay, orang yang telah bersara, ya, they have difficulty in sleeping because they have been so stressed up in their life when they were younger. So whenever they get older, body has been like overclocked, overworked, so they are not able to have a good rest and good night's sleep. Okay, what about poor diet? Whenever you're stressful, um, you try to imagine that whenever you are in a hurry, you're trying to rush over your lunchtime. Let's say you are given only half an hour to have your lunch. So what are you going to do? You will be scooping your rice, putting all the lunch into your lunch box, and you try to eat as quickly as you can. And of course, at the same time, whenever you're so hungry because of stress, so you'll be eating a lot. And worst of all, you'll be eating at irregular timing because you are putting the priority of trying to finish off the work. And by not having the right basic way of eating, you have actually caused a lot of issues to your body, especially we call it eating too fast. Because by right, we are supposed to chew 20 to 30 times before you swallow. It's just that whenever you're stressful, you do not actually give yourself enough time to chew your food properly. So you are actually exhausting, and also you're using all your body resources to digest the food quickly under stressful situations. Okay, and effects of an illness, like for example, especially people who are actually above 40 or 50 years old, so they tend to work harder and harder, forgetting that sometimes they feel that their physical strength is not able to cater to their mental stress. Means that in their mind, they have the mindset of getting the work done, but the body is actually failing them. And also at the same time, people who are more elderly have a slower recovering rate. So that explains why people actually they are not recovering from sickness and illness. So mental stress. Mental stress wise is worry. Worrying is one of the things that can lead to anxiety. We cannot escape daily worries. Okay, so worries actually they are mainly coming from problems. So most of people who are working, they will be concerning about the mortgages. They have to pay the bills, so that's the reason why they have to work even harder. So sometimes we tend to be not to be grateful enough with what we have, so we want to be more and more and more. So that's the reason why we tend to worry a bit too much. So that can create a lot of mental stress in our body. So rejection. So some of the people they are not so good at facing rejection. Means penolakan, orang yang tidak terima apa yang kamu fikir, yang anda fikirkan. So means that the rejection can be like with all the effort you have put in, it is not being approved, it is not being acknowledged. So it's like, oh, I've spent so much time trying to do this, and in the end, it got rejected. So sometimes you spend, a lot of time, even a lot of effort on certain projects. And in the end, your boss or your employer, or sometimes in your school project, your teacher say, no, it's not good enough. So you are facing rejection. Sometimes you felt very demotivated. And also at the same time, you feel very tired. You feel like you want to give up. So devastating event like now, the pandemic. I can see that a lot of people, they're very desperate. They are they are hopeless. They try, they try to find something to survive. It's a survival instinct, you see. So during this time, they are actually feeling very, very devastated. Okay, they are feeling lost, do not know what to do. And what about losing someone or something that you love? It's a very simple thing that you are okay. Let me put an example. Maybe if you have lost someone you love in your family, okay. So it is a process of grieving. Grieving means that you are mourning at the same time, or sometimes let's say even younger people, younger generation, they are whenever they have a relationship, maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend, whenever things don't work out, I'm sure that they will be experiencing some of the, the pain that they need some time to recover. Okay. So what about emotional stress? Emotional stress are the one that you are, it's uncomfortable feeling that is they are actually haunting you. Okay. Anxiety actually macam perasaan yang gelisah lah. Sikit-sikit macam takut ni takut tu, macam mana keluar, let's say if I go out this place, will I meet any accident, you over worry. So that leads to anxiety. So what about sadness? That means you are having a long-term sadness. Maybe you are trying to overcome on the grief that someone that you have lost. Okay, someone that you love. All right. So it's called kesedihan. Anger. So for no reason, some people they are going through emotional stress. Whenever you can see that people they are striving to earn a living, trying to meet make ends meet. Those people they are always like panas baran. They're always like sikit-sikit marah, sikit-sikit marah. So sometimes those children in the family, they whenever there's a breadwinner in the family, right? Like the father is trying to work so hard to earn a living, but coming back, the children will, will succumb to the anger from the parents all the time. And last but not least, this is one of the worst thing that we can see today. Okay, depression. Depression in Malay we call it a kemurungan, means or tak ada mood langsung lah. So whenever that means you feel very you're not at mood at doing anything, including the things that you were interested in before, and you just feel that your world is dark or gray color. It's like monochrome color. Okay, so that's the reason why you feel depressed. It can happen. All right, sometimes it can happen when you age and when certain things happen in your life, and at the same time, if you do not take good care of your health, your emotional health will be severely affected. So, stress. Okay, so stress occurs when the situation or condition that is not acceptable to us, which is actually, the situation that is beyond our control. Because sometimes, like for example, during this pandemic, a lot of people they are losing business, they are not doing well, economically, financially. So they are losing control on the situation, and at the same time, it is not favorable to them. So they feel very frustrated. They feel like stuck, and they feel like very depressed about it. They do not know what to do. So that's the reason it can create stress, and at the same time, like I've mentioned, the word rejection. Okay, whenever you because sometimes we tend to go to people's mind, as in we try to please other people too much. So that's the reason why we tend to care too much of what people say or what people have to think. The thing is that we cannot control their thoughts or whatever the things that they say. Sometimes we worry too much. So whenever you feel that, I am portraying something that is not good for these people or that people, I feel very bad for myself. So I feel very stressed up. So we cannot be people pleaser all the time. So you can try to relate to your work. Maybe in a company you are as working as an employee, you try to work very hard. You're trying to show your result to your employer. So whenever your employer is not showing, the appreciation, or sometimes they do not really, or your working environment is not so conducive for you, working extra hard, working like OT lah, overtime, and yet you're not getting pay raise, you're not getting encouraged. So that's the reason why you get stressed. You feel like I do not know what to do. Okay. And the next thing will be stress is something happening not according to the way as you want it. Okay. Like, for example, okay, like myself, even I myself, let's say I am going to present to all of you guys. If I'm not giving the presentation that and the message that I want to send across, I feel very stressed out. Okay, this is one of the examples, and you can see that even the kids in the school, they try to, on the stage, they try to give a very good storytelling. Sometimes you feel that they got stuck in the middle, and they were like, they would be very stressed out, tongue tied, and do not know what to do. And of course, sometimes we tend to wanting on something that you do not have. Okay, so we tend to envy on people like, wow, this person got big car, I do not have big car. So according to different ability, right? So we tend to compare. So that's the reason why you can see a lot of stories, like in the movie, you can see that in the past when people they were poorer, wow, they wish that they could have been richer one day. So as we can see that when the movie progressed to the end, when they become very rich, then to the end of the movie. So sometimes sometimes the person can become very successful and very rich in the end, but they are actually paying this happiness by foregoing the happiness within the family. Maybe the family is already broken. It's like they did not take good care of the family. They just like too focused on earning a living. I'm not saying saying that earning a living is wrong, but maybe because from that movie, the person he just wanted to earn money no matter what kind of method, even the method is wrong, trying to smuggle all the wrong things, the bad things. So in the end, they are actually compromising with their own the real value of happiness. Okay, and ego. We all we all actually have our ego as we age. So whenever we age older, we are getting older, we have our own sets of accomplishment. So sometimes that, if we are not too careful, that can lead us to pride. The pride means that certain things that we cannot let go. Okay, like I can give a very example. Maybe you have children at home. Some of the kids, they are, they study very hard, and they just want to get number one in the class. If they get number two, they cannot accept it. So they will come back and cry, "Mommy, why am I getting number two? I've studied so hard, but someone is smarter than me. So am I not good enough?" So their ego is hurt. Even a child, the ego is hurt. So we need to actually look into those things that actually can create stress in our life, right? And like already we are being mentioned, okay, whenever we lose something, okay, or someone that is important to us, all right. So after speaking about what are the contributing factors to stress, now I'd like to let you know and understand what are the negative effects of stress. How can stress kill you? Why you always hear people saying that, oh, stress is a silent killer, and how can stress lead to hypertension, or we call it high blood pressure? So before we move on to that, okay, so the stress actually can lead to a more damaging issue like anxiety or depressive disorder. We call it some mental disorder, okay. And the next one is the main thing that we are actually looking into, which is heart disease and stroke. Because as we know that cardiovascular disease is still we call it is a number one killer in the whole world. In Malaysia, number one is heart disease, stroke, cardiovascular disease, including because the rate of the diabetes is high as well. Number two is cancer. And of course, overweight and underweight due to the irregular eating habit that I mentioned. During stress, you're not eating well. You just, whenever you're rushing, you try to eat things so quickly, you do not munch well. And even though whenever you're stressed, you can see that what are those people doing? They are eating very sweet, sugary food, because sweet, sugary food can, invoke the serotonin in your brain, means that feel good hormone, feel good. So whenever you're stressed, you tend to eat more ice cream, more chocolate. That can lead them to overweight if they are not being careful on weight management, like exercise. Yeah. Then of course, at the same time, whenever you are experiencing some loss of concentration and memory, so it's time for you to watch out. Means that you need to actually take a break and try to stop. Okay, right now you need to stop and look into yourself. Have you been living in your life that is like 120 kilometers per hour every single day? Have you actually ever slowed down to look into what do you need mentally and emotionally? Have you actually asked yourself, pat your shoulder, hey, come on, I worked so hard, so I deserve some good rest. And also at the same time, am I being too stressful already, and already reached my stress level already reached here, and I feel like overwhelmed? So you need to check on that. And not only that, it can lead to sleeping difficulty. A high level of stress level that can affect our melatonin production. Melatonin production is whenever the sky is dark, okay, our sensor is our optical, nerve. Whenever the day is becoming darker, we will be feeling sleepy. By right, we are supposed to sleep at night. It's just that sometimes some of the people, they do not watch out on their stress level. They tend to work overtime at night. They tend to stay Later, I work in the office. So that's the reason why they have been compromising their body by producing too much stress hormone in the body. This stress hormone is called cortisol. Okay, whenever you're free, you can try to Google this word cortisol. Cortisol is very damaging to the body if it is being left in a high stress mode for a longer run. Okay, longer run means that it's a chronic stress that will lead to sleeping difficulty. And of course, pain, especially the pain in the neck. You can realize whenever some clients look for me, and whenever they complain about the neck pain, I will try to relate with their blood pressure, because the neck pain simply means that the blood flow to the neck is insufficient. Whenever you're stressed, okay, so you try to look at this rubber band. Whenever you're younger, and whenever you're in a good state, your blood vessels is elastic. So whenever you're stressed, your blood vessel will be constricted. Why? Whenever you are stressful means that your brain needs to think faster. You need to have more load to think in the body. So your brain will be pump a lot of blood so that you can think faster, react faster, or respond faster. But sometimes we just do not know how to offset and to reset our stress level that can actually damage or compromise our body. So especially here, whenever you have a lack of blood flow, you feel like, oh, sometimes and of course, during this MCO, I'm sure that most of you guys are sitting in front of a computer, so you'll be having even stiff shoulders. So try to let loose a little and try to walk around your house. You try to move about so that you will not feel the pain on your neck, because it is also a subtle signal that a lot of people do not look into it, that can lead to hypertension. All right. So, as much as you know that stress is, they are actually causing a lot of negative effects to our body, but actually stress, whenever you look at the right way, and if you know how to use this stress correctly, okay, it is called positive stress, not negative stress. And then another name is called eustress, EUSTRESS. Okay, not distress. Distress is negative stress. Eustress is positive stress. So we are facing problems and stress every single day. So how do you know? Okay, apart from all the negative emotions I've mentioned, anxiety, okay, selalu macam gelisah lah, selalu macam takut ini, takut itulah, selalu takut macam banyak benda tak boleh habis lah. So it's like you are actually experiencing a lot of fear, a lot of frustration, and of course you feel overwhelmed. Those are the emotions outcome from negative stress. What about positive stress? It is also important. Why? Okay, positive stress are the feelings that can help you to project the passionate feeling. It's like something that you love doing. Like, let's say, maybe, for example, some people, they love designing. So when they put their heart into the design work, they would design everything like beautifully, even though it can take long hours, 8 hours or 10 hours a day without feeling tired. So because they are feeling passionate, okay, at the same time, they're feeling excited about it all the time. Like, for example, whenever you wake up in the morning, so you can tell that whether your body it is actually experiencing some negative or positive stress. Whenever you wake up in the morning, whenever you want to work, it's like, wow, I'm so excited. I want to go to work, because it's like there are so many challenges I want to face in the day, and so that I can, I can learn a lot of things. So being excited and looking forward to get things done, okay, even though you are actually handling the same amount of workload, okay, this is called positive stress. And at the end of the day, you feel like very fruitful, you feel very satisfying, even to come back, oh, I'm so tired, but I feel that I've done a great job. A lot of things I accomplished in my day. And of course, whenever this cycle is coming to the next day, you feel that you are motivated to move on to do your work. So it is a very different kind of stress. This kind of stress will not lead you to hypertension, because this is a good way, we call it a good way, how you actually promote yourself into your standards that you want to accomplish something. So why is it important, especially on the positive stress? because it will boost your brain power. You see that if you do not have the enthusiasm, you do not have the we call it the excitement to do something. Let's say you're trying to think, try to, especially problem solving. Okay, I can see that a lot of DSM members here, they can be very creative in problem solving. So whenever at this time, like during MCOJ, I'm actually finding a lot of solutions, trying to make sure that you are doing well, you are keeping your sales going on. So this is able to help you to promote your problem solving skills and to boost your brain power. And comparatively to people who are lazy, orang yang malas, they are not doing anything. They're just sitting down there, lazing around, just follow the flow. They are not actually finding the solutions. So it is very important that you need this positive stress, like a standard for you to, a goal for you to accomplish. At the same time, this positive stress, you can see that I have seen people with the same workload in the same company. One is bodily very weak, another one is very healthy. Why? Because they are looking into things very differently. One is negative stress, one is positive stress. Because positive stress in research, it has been shown that it is able to increase your short-term immunity. So people who like, oh, I don't have the will to live, lah, malas, I don't want to do this work. So your immune system will respond to your brain. So your emotion is a very, very interesting thing that can actually affect your immune response. Why some people, they have been on nutrition, and some of the patients that I've seen, like they are, let's say, a cancer patient. Two same cancer patients, they are taking the same nutrition, but one is responding well, the other one is not responding well, because one is actually they want to get well. They actually have the belief, and they know that whatever things that they are taking, they will get well, and they do whatever it takes to make themselves healthy. So your body actually, the cells know, your cells know, and they will have the will to live and absorb whatever nutrients that you are putting into the body. Similarly, and on the contrary, if the person is like rejecting everything, like let's say if being spoon-fed and being forced to take these nutrients, for example, so the person feels that, oh, I don't feel like, it is going to work. I feel like, cancer is end of the road. Your body will reject. The cells will not absorb all the nutrients that you have put into the mouth. So actually, whatever that you think is very, very important. So at the same time, why is it important? The positive stress, it can make you stronger, and it can increase your capacity to perform better. Means that you have reached this level, so you will keep improving. You will always have the room of improvement. And of course, it will make you more creative. People who always have a positive attitude and positive stress in them, they are always creative and innovative towards something that they do in their life. This is, from all the successful people we can see, they have been always very creative. All right. So anatomically and in the body system, whenever your body is under stress, how does the body actually react to stress? Whenever you're stressful, there's a hormone release called adrenaline or epinephrine. So this is the sympathetic reaction, means that you need to tighten up, you need to do things very quickly, you need to get ready to whatever challenge that is in front of you. So you are actually pumped up to ready to fight, to face the challenge, or you just want to run away as soon as you can. So that's it's only two reactions. One is to fight or to flight, run away. Just that you can see that why is it you are actually seeing more hypertension cases today related to stress? Is that back then you can see that people back in those days, whenever they face stress, for example, when they are facing danger, even I give a very simple example. They see a tiger. Kalau nampak harimau, mesti kita orang lari kan? We will run with, with our hearts out. We will just run away from our lives for our lives. And what will happen when you run? Okay, when you run, your muscle, okay, you will provide a lot of blood to the muscle so that your muscle can perform for you. And So your muscle contraction and dilation efficiency will be very good. And of course, at the same time, your heart, okay, will pump faster. And that's the reason why your the blood vessel in the heart, okay, we call it the coronary vessels, will be dilated. So you have more blood flow for your heart to pump faster. Makes sense, right? But at the same time, all the peripherals, we call it like the other smaller blood vessels, okay, will be constricted. So the blood pressure can go up and cater to muscles to run. And at the same time, your lungs will be expanded, okay, a lot quicker so that you can obtain more oxygen. And at the same time, your mental will become very alert. You're very aware with the danger that you are facing. Then, whenever you are stressed, right? Stress means that when you're driving a car, whenever you're running late, so you need to press the accelerator, right? The pedal harder so that you can drive faster, so that you can reach the destination faster. Whenever you are pressing the accelerator, what will happen? Are you using up more fuel? The petrol, you use up more, right? Same goes with our body. Our body actually will use up more energy and more we call it the sugar, the blood sugar will be released so that our body have sufficient energy to cater to the stress. But your intestines and your digestive system will be at its lower state. So that's the reason why I did mention earlier, fast eating, especially whenever you're stressful, whenever you're working in the office, try not to eat at the same time. Try not to eat whenever you're in stressful situation, because your intestinal motility. Motility means pergerakan dalam usus badan. So that means there will not be any movement. There will be very minimal amount of enzymes secreted into your digestive system, because all the blood is going to elsewhere just to cater to the stress. This is not the time for you to eat. So that's the reason people who are actually eating during stressful situation, they will be having a lot of digestive issues like gastritis, or bloatedness, or indigestion, or even constipation, because whenever you put the food under the stressful situation, you do not have enough pepsin to break down the food, especially the protein. All the food product that you have ingested into the body, they are not properly digested and being moved to intestinal region. That's the reason why a lot of absorption cannot happen, because the food is not entirely broken completely. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, try not to eat whenever you are stressful. Whenever you want to eat, try to have a good environment, talk to your friends or your family, and do not engage yourself into work whenever you are eating. This is very, very important. Okay. So stress can kill, and stress has been already being named as a silent killer. So whenever you're under stressful situation, you actually burn out a lot of oxygen to produce energy, because the equation in the chemistry in the body, that you need to burn the glucose, okay, the blood sugar, together with the oxygen to produce the ATP, okay, adenosine triphosphate, to produce the energy so you can move faster, or to react faster, or to respond quicker. But what happens if you are actually not in an environment that has a good oxygen level? So your body has a plan B. Your body is very smart. If you have enough oxygen, your body will perform, we call it aerobic activity. So that's the reason you can call that aerobic exercises. But what about if you are under the condition or situation of lack of oxygen? You are actually undergoing anaerobic activity. Anaerobic activity means that you do not require that much oxygen to produce energy in the body temporarily. Okay, so overproduction of the adrenaline as well as the cortisol, we call it stress hormones, is more harmful than helpful. So high levels of stress, a lot of people today, why they cannot have a good night's sleep, because their body is already too used to getting themselves into stressful situation, but their body do not have the habit or know how to reset. So can you imagine, whenever you can look at my arm, okay, the body throughout the day is always stressed. At night, supposed to be distressed, right? But some people, they're always stressed. Turn on. It's like you're turning the switch on. By turning this switch on, meaning to say that you are actually putting this adrenaline hormone, which is coming from the top of your kidney, okay, the adrenal cortex. So you will be always in the kanjiong mode, very, very like tense. Even though you're asleep, you're also in alert mode. So that's the reason why some people, they cannot sleep well. They'll be like keep thinking about what they need to do tomorrow or the plans tomorrow. So, oh no, do I have enough time to do the things tomorrow? So, the mind like keep working like a clockwork. So that will develop uh, a lot of inflammation in the body. And also that can actually wear out your nervous system, because your nervous system is like your cabling system in the body. And at the same time, your hormone is an instruction like your mobile phone. Mobile phone means like wireless, cordless. So it will keep producing these stressful hormone to your body. So imagine that, just now I mentioned that whenever you have the stress hormone in your body, your blood vessel will be constricted all the time. Whenever your blood vessel is constricted, your oxygenation intake into the body will be limited. That will actually cripple a lot of organs in your body. And that indirectly will lead to immunity malfunction, because your body actually has too much of the stress hormones. And at the same time, don't forget, whenever you are stressful, you are actually releasing insulin unnecessarily. You can look at the just like I mentioned, when you're being chased by the tiger previously, right? Whenever you run, what will happen to you? You sweat. Whenever you sweat, you actually have already offset the body, because whenever you sweat, your stress hormone comes down, your endorphin go up, your melatonin can go up at night. But today, the stress that we are facing today, it is not in the form of physical activity. We are actually sitting in front of the computer table with the a whole pile of workload that can actually give you a lot of mental stress that you have no way to actually for you to sweat. Whenever you don't sweat, all this cortisol and adrenaline, they will stay in your body for the longest time. And with the high insulin level, can actually make your body have no way to go, and it can give you a high spike of the blood sugar. That's the reason why even diabetic patients in their previous life, they can be very stressful with very minimal physical activity, or their lifestyle has been very sedentary. So that's the reason why we mentioned that exercise is mandatory in our lives. You cannot run away from exercise. So whenever you sit too long in front of a computer, try to, loosen up a little bit. Whenever you feel a little bit stiffness in your neck, okay, just do this exercise. It's very helpful. Try to make sure that your blood circulation is being improved. The main intention so that you can sweat, that your stressful hormone can be reduced in a healthy way. Okay, this is the main trick. How can you reduce the harmful hormones from your body? Okay, and lactic acidosis is more towards the sportsmen, people who have been exercising too much. Like sportsmen, you can see that they actually, like a runner, 100-meter sprinter. So they actually suffer from a lot of lactic acidosis, because they need a lot of explosive workout. Explosive means that, boom, very quickly, boom, their muscles need to use up a lot of energy within such a short period of time, that they do not have enough time to inhale enough oxygen. So if they do not actually do proper stretching without proper nutrition, and they can build up the lactic acidosis in the body, that can actually give a hammer on the pH in the fluid system, because your body, whenever it's more acidic, it's not so good. That can actually cripple the oxygenation intake, the permeability of the oxygenation into the cell as well. Okay, right. So when I already mentioned like so many things, like how can the reason of being stressful, and how, there are tips and hints, how the clues, how can you actually to manage your stress every single day. So stress, there are a few ways that you can manage your stress. Okay, because today I'm really focusing on the stress, that actually can lead to hypertension. So before the person is developing hypertension, okay, because hypertension can take, if you're leading a lifestyle like this, a stressful lifestyle like this for at least 5 years and above, only the person will show the symptom of hypertension. Please be reminded that hypertension is not a disease. It is simply symptoms that your body fail to cater to the stress level. That's why your body has been in a very tense mode. So it can be reversed. A lot of people think that, hypertension, I'm having my systolic like maybe above 150, below is almost 100. A lot of people thought that they cannot reverse. That's quite untrue, because whenever the person is actually reverse and try to build up a new habit with the right range of nutrition, especially you can get it from DXN, okay, that you can actually reverse this hypertension condition. But first of all, I like to share how are you able to avoid the unnecessary stress first. Learn to forgive. Sometimes whenever in life we cannot escape the heartbrokenness or the brokenness in a relationship. So sometimes we just need to be to know how to forgive to the people that have wronged you. That because we are actually we all make mistakes, right? So we tend to we try to let it go, and sometimes it's very hard for the person to let go. So learn to forgive is one of the most important things. Okay, and always think and look at the best side of a situation. So that I already mentioned in the company just now, the two workers, all right, they're working the same workload. One is like they have the negative view on it and very positive view. Just remember that there are always two sides of a coin. So instead of putting yourself in the worst situation, why not you try to put yourself in the best situation from the effort that you have put in. All right. So as long as you have put your best, you don't have to worry about what happened, what happened. Just make sure that you have done your best. Okay, procrastination. Procrastination is something in psychology. It's one of the proven things I already mentioned is because of fear. Sometimes you tend to delay your project, your work, or even your homework is because you feel that I do not want to face the stress of doing my homework, or even whenever you're in the college, in university, you don't feel like doing assignments. I believe that we Malaysians, we have this the last minute syndrome. Last minute syndrome means that like they are given like 1 year of the final year project, then they can wait until the final month, only they will rush everything. Of course, it will be piled up. All the stress will be going up. Like I already mentioned, not managing your time properly. Like I said, whenever your resources are less than pressure, okay, your resource is your time. Whenever you have lesser time, you have more pressure, you feel that more workload, at the same time you need to do other things, you will feel overwhelmed. Actually, this is very unnecessary. So always be on time. Okay. Sometimes it can be a very bad habit for some people. Say whenever you call a friend, say you're already at a coffee shop waiting for a friend. Oh, I'm on my way. On my way. Actually, he just came out of the doorsteps. Not even on my way. So try to avoid coming late with your commitments. The smallest habit that you can build, it will lead you to a bigger success in managing your time. And whenever you are able to be able to manage your time and prioritize your time properly, so you will not be overwhelmed with stress unnecessarily as well. So lurking too much on social media, this is very common among the younger generations. Pemuda-pemudi masa zaman kini sikit-sikit ambil handphone, duduk sana, okay, tengok dekat Facebook berapa jam, setengah jam, 1 jam macam tu. Sometimes they look into the social media like for so long, they just want to even make unnecessary comments. They just want to make sure that the comments is being liked by 100 people, or the things that the status being liked by 100 people, only they feel satisfied. So sometimes it happens, Sometimes you tend to see social media, you compare with the things that they have, Sometimes on Facebook, people tend to put the best face of themselves in there. They will not let you know the struggles, the pain they are going through. So don't beat yourself too much whenever you are seeing a person or someone is doing better than you. So try to or maybe it's like, he's having a bigger car, or he's being accepted to a better university, or he is a social influencer. don't worry about that. Most importantly is you need to compare with your old self. Are you doing better than last time? Okay, and learn to be more organized at home, at your workplace, and stop worrying about the money that you have already lost or spent. Some people, they, you know, they already bought something. They feel like, oh, I regret I bought this thing. So be it. Whatever things in the you have already spent or cannot, whenever things that cannot be reversed anymore or done anymore, okay, that can be undone. You just have to let go. You because money is something that you can earn it back, but life and the health is something that you need to preserve. You need to take good care. So you don't need to beat yourself too much because of something that you have lost. We in life we gain and we lose something. All right. Alter the situation. Alter the situation means that like to be assertive. Like when you speak to people, you tend to be more intentional. Try to reach out. Try to connect. Okay, so that you can be more understanding. Assertive, like in Malay we call it kita cuba macam berkomunikasi dalam cara lebih yakin lah, lebih yakin supaya orang kita lebih memahami, saling faham memahami, so that we can more understand of one another. Learn how to compromise, bertolak ansur, okay, and try to be in other people's shoes. Some people, like some people they cannot do certain things, or maybe someone that for example, someone that has been late, you are a very punctual person, but you get angry very easily. But you know that this person is not having the habit of to be not punctual. So we try to be more understanding. Maybe try to ask, okay, try to understand. Maybe he has some issues that can lead him to be late for the appointment. So balance your time for all your activities. Okay, time management is very important so that you can distribute your stress level in a lower level. Okay. Adapt the stressor. So try to have a positive side of every situation. I already mentioned the two sides of the coins. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, look at the bigger picture. Try to look at bigger picture. Not trying to focus like tunnel vision into something that you want to reach the goal. Trying to look into the bigger picture. Why things happen. Okay, why things happen. Why failure happen. You can see that all successful people, if they don't face failure, they cannot succeed, because failure is part of success. If you want to avoid success, if you want to avoid failure, you have success will not come to you. So it's already proven by, you see a lot of those great people, okay, all the entrepreneur, you can see they have failed so many times, they went through bankruptcy so many times, and yet they with this positive attitude, even though they have stress, but they take this as a positive stress to move forward to their dream and their goal, and they reach it one day. Okay, and accept that not all are perfect and can meet your standard. You try not to be so perfectionist. Try to be understanding. Not everyone is the same as us. All right. Accept the things you can't change. Try to be more forgiving and give opportunity for the people, okay, who make mistakes, and don't try to over control things that you cannot control the situation. Okay. Take time for fun and relaxation. So, okay, take a break. All right, take a break and calm your mind. So have your me time, the power of solitude. Have your me time. Try to connect yourself, whether spiritually, mentally, whenever you can read a book. Okay, so it is very good for you. And you try, or even you can spend good time with your good friends, so you can talk about your issues, your problems, so you don't feel like, whenever you share certain load that you have in your heart, you always feel that your burden is already being like half. You don't feel that you are actually dealing with the problems alone. You feel that someone is listening to you. And of course, whenever you have something great to tell your friends, you feel that, wow, I have something great to share with you, like how you want to share the good testimonies of DXN products to the other people. You feel like, wow, a lot of confidence. You feel grateful. You feel like, wow, this is so wonderful. This is awesome. And travel once in a while, just even the staycation, yeah, it's good for you. All right, try to get out of the environment, the working environment that you have. adapt a healthy lifestyle. So it's something that we know already. So get enough sleep. Do not overwork your body. Exercise regularly, like I already mentioned. Strengthen your body's immunity through proper nutrition. So how can you actually provide the nutrition? Because remember, nutrition plays more than 80% that can lead to, we call it, the prevention of disease in your body. So when people, whenever at stressful situation, when like I mentioned, it will deplete most of your nutrients from your body. Especially when you're stressed up, you use up a lot of reservoirs, your nutrients, your micronutrients, even your vitamins, especially B group. That's very important for the nervous system, and also some enzymes in the body will be depleted. So a lot of people don't understand about the nutrition is that important, especially for stress resistance. We call it the bouncing back factor. Some people, whenever you were younger, okay, whenever younger, you can work 2 days, 2 nights, don't have to sleep. But now you hit 30, above 35 or 40, wow, you work like until like 7 or 8 p.m. You feel like, oh, I'm so exhausted. I'm feeling lethargic. Why? Because you're actually burning out your body. You do not have all the reservoir. You do not have the tanki. The tank is running low of all the nutrients that you need to cater for you to sustain life. Okay, even the basic things that you need in your life. Okay, so what are the things that is very good for your stress? What the first thing that I like to mention is RG. RG is the 3 months old red mushroom. Okay, it is of course it's founded by our beloved Dato Dr. Lim. Okay, so it's been more than 25 years on the market now, and Ganoderma, it is being named as Lingzhi. We call it Lingzhi. Lingzhi is it came from China more than 2,000 years ago. It only can be consumed by the emperors and the royalties of China back then. Why? Because it was so difficult to find. And why is it being called the miraculous mushroom? Is because it is able to preserve, okay, the cell and also to make the cell healthy. At the same time, it is able to promote the blood circulation. And of course, the main property that is within the Ganoderma is the triterpenes. The triterpenoids within the Ganoderma, it is known to help to increase your stress resistance. Means that the person is able to cater to adaptation. Adaptogens is that when certain environment is changing very quickly, some people they cannot adapt very quickly. So the body is going through a lot of stress trying to adapt to that kind of situation. So a simple thing that you can mention is like jet lag. Why some people they travel to certain country, they do not have jet lag. Why certain people they travel to certain country even though not as big difference, the hour difference, they will be experiencing some jet lag. It's because of their adaptogens is different. If your adaptogens is high, so it means that your body is able to have all the nutrients to cater to your brain, to build the hormone very quickly, so that you can create the enzyme very quickly. Your body is very quick to adapt to the situation. All right. So why choose DXN Ganoderma? As people who are not aware of DXN Ganoderma, this mushroom, okay, I myself have been consuming for almost 20 years. And this Ganoderma, before DXN, it was founded in year 1993. Our CEO, Dr. Lim, actually spent 10 years on researching this group of red mushrooms. It is more than 400 varieties of the red mushroom that we can find. And of course, out of so many kind of the Lingzi and out of so many kinds of mushroom, okay, 2,000 kinds are suitable for human consumption. So Ganoderma is ranked, has the highest ranking in Zhongyi, or we call it in traditional Chinese medicine. There are 3 categories of we call it the herbs, and the red mushroom, especially Lingzhi, okay, Chezi, we call it the Ganoderma, is on top of this category. Means that you can consume this mushroom on a daily basis, and it does not contribute to any toxicity to your body. It can be consumed as your vegetables in front of you. Okay, it's already proven by compendium, the encyclopedia of the pharmacology from the China. So the lychee can be consumed on a daily basis without giving the side effects, provided the source has to be done right without any contamination. Huh? All right, and GL is something very interesting. GL is also coming from Lingzi. Just now I mentioned RG is 3 months old Lingzi, okay, which is very important for just now I mentioned for stress resistance. At the same time to improve blood circulation because it is able to remove the plaque of the blood circulation. While GL is a 14-day-old mycelium. What's the meaning of mycelium? Before the Ganoderma grow into the fruit body, the fruit body, the Lingzi, okay. So before it grows to the fruit body, so the root will grow first. So the root, actually, it comes from the root of Lingzi. We call it Ganoderma mycelium. Mycelium means the sprout, the root. So what can it do? The Lingzi is very important especially it will enhance your bone marrow function. And with a very good bone marrow function means all the productivity of your blood cells can be produced very quickly within short period of time. And the organic germanium within mycelium of Lingzi or Ganoderma, it will help you to enhance the permeability and also the polysaccharides, the chain that will help to release the oxygen that you need in the body. So your body will not running low on oxygen whenever you are in stressful situation, because whenever you're stressed up in front of the computer and in front of the air conditioning, you do not really exercise, you will be actually under the condition of hypoxia and running low of oxygen. So Ganoderma Ganocilium is, or we call it GL, is able to enhance your oxygenation in your body. It will help you to repair the cell membrane so that the cell membrane is very important. So it guard out all the toxins coming in and to protect whatever the things inside the cell from going out. So it will help you to restore, to rejuvenate, and to balance back your body system. So of course, we have different packaging. As I mentioned, the RG and GL powder. Okay, it can come in the capsule form, in 30 capsules, 90, 360, and of course we have the separate form like GL powder and RG powder for those people who we prefer to make it into a concoction with like other beverages like enzymes. Okay. So it will give you a better flexibility in terms of dosage and quantity. Okay. While reishi powder is the mixture of the RG and GL powder within. So like I mentioned just now, the GL powder and RG powder, each one is roughly about 60 capsules within one powder form. While this one is the mixture of the RG and GL powder, premix powder. Some people, whenever they're traveling, they don't feel that they want to bring so many bottles out there. Yeah, they can just use this reishi powder together. Sometimes they want to use it as a detox program. Whenever you fast in the morning, like 2 hours, you exercise, you mix together like half bottle of this, and you can shake well, and you drink it while you're exercising. So it is very, very good, especially for your liver detox. So liver detox means that why people today, they are having a lot of fatty liver, visceral fat. Okay, you don't hear all these 20 years ago or 10 years ago, because we are eating too much refined food today. Refined food is the one that is causing your body is not able to metabolize and to break down those refined food in time, because refined carbs, especially refined carbohydrates, your liver cannot recognize. So it needs to store in the liver for quite some time before it will actually being disposed out to the body. So you're actually building up a lot of fat soluble toxins. So that's the reason why you can see that a lot of organs today, they're covered with a lot of visceral fat. Even the intestines, the heart is covered with a layer of fat. It's so scary. Actually, this layer of fat is because they are the deposits. Your body is trying to protect you, because if let's say your blood is full of all these fat soluble toxins, you will be poisoned to death, and at the same time you will actually suffer from intoxication. So that's the reason why your body is actually have a storage or buffering system, so that your liver is able to store this kind of toxins, dangerous toxins in your liver. Especially your liver is the largest organ inside your body that works as a high security prison. Like all the heavy metals, all those very dangerous minerals, they are stored inside there. So reishi powder is able, whenever you give reishi powder, you are able to give those raw material for your liver to work easier. It's like a lubricant for your liver to work, so that your liver can convert fat soluble toxins into water soluble toxins. One of the testimonies that I've had with among some people, including myself, whenever I increase more dosage of the reishi powder, I tend to urinate more. Okay, urinate more because your liver is given a good range of nutrients from Ling-Zi, so that your liver is able to convert fat soluble toxins into water soluble toxins that can be safely disposed out of your body system. Your body has an ISO system that watch over your body. If it is very toxic and it is not suitable to dispose into the blood, it will be stored into the liver. But once it can be converted into the water soluble toxins, it will be sent to the kidney and it will be disposed out from your body. Okay, next, Morinzi. Morinzi is very good for stress, especially. So the Morinzi actually, it is a very good at regulating the hormones, especially the zeroning within the Morinzi, that can help you to orchestrate. Means the missing link, the hormone they need to, like a lock and key. So they need to be very specific for it to work. So sometimes whenever it's being damaged by the toxins, they cannot work. So Morinzi is the one that can help the body to fix this the certain hormones that has been damaged by the toxins, and it will help the body. They are the building blocks, the precursors for your hormonal organs to secrete your own hormones. All right. So it has no preservatives. So DXN has been producing this Morinzi for many years, even many decades, and it is very safe for people all walks of life. So people, especially with hypertension, you can start drinking Morinzi like 30 to 60 mils mixed with water 1 to 2 times daily. It is a very, very healthy beverage for you, okay, especially for people with high stress. Okay. So because of the noni and roselle, okay, it is able to help whenever they work synergically. Okay, so it will help the person to regulate the blood pressure, because the blood pressure sometimes it goes out. Some people they may ask whether the Morinzi is suitable even for hypotension, means for low blood pressure. No, because your body has a calibration system. Whenever it's too low, your body will find its way to bring back to its homeostasis condition, or if it's too high, you will bring back to its normal condition. So whenever, provided that you are giving the right nutrients to the body, your body knows what to do. So in this one, noni and roselle, they make a very good combination, especially at regulating the cardiovascular issues. Okay, well, morinzymes, okay, is very good for especially for digestion, for people who always eat very quickly and do not have time to eat. So morinzyme is very, very, very suitable for them. So people who always have bloatedness or have food poisoning, diarrhea, morinzyme is very good for them because of the probiotics, the active probiotics within the morinzyme. And at the same time, the noni fruit, the nature of the noni fruit, it is antimicrobial in nature. So whenever you drink morinzyme, you are able to get rid of pathogenic bacteria, or we call it bad bacteria, from your body. Okay, spirulina. So as we are very proud to mention about spirulina, okay, that lately Dr. Lim has already received the certification of the ISAM, which is like the to help with the people, to be the ambassador to help out with the people with malnourishment. And I'm sure most of the DSM members are aware of the night blindness project by Dr. Lim previously. Okay, that the Pakistan children, they are succumbing to night blindness, and Dr. Lim actually provided spirulina for this and GL to this group of children, and they are all recovered from night blindness. So it is proven that night blindness is not because of the sole one nutrient, vitamin A. It's not because of deprived of vitamin A. Okay, Spirulina actually it is an algae, okay, algae that consists of a lot of nutrients. That's the reason why we call it like a superfood, that it is being consumed by even the astronauts as well. So especially whenever you have enough all these nutrients, especially spirulina, okay, people with a high workload and very stressful, and of course, ladies who are actually experiencing some hormonal issues, whenever they are, if you notice, especially for ladies, they are undergoing some stressful situation. The first thing they can notice that their menstruation cycle will actually slightly being deviated or being disturbed. Okay, so or sometimes they are actually experiencing some traumatic incidents, so their menstruation cycle can be affected. So spirulina can be a very, very good source for them to rebalance back and to reset the body system. Okay, all right. And of course, spirulina is plant-based. It's fully plant-based, and it is very good. As in, if you want to take alkaline food at the same time, if you are concerning about protein, because sometimes for people who are strict vegan, they need protein. Spirulina is one of the very good solutions for people who need higher protein in the diet, and spirulina is one of the good solutions. Yeah. Okay. So why choose DSN spirulina? What is so different uh, from other spirulina that we have in the market? Okay. So DSN spirulina actually, first of all, is being cultivated in Malaysia. Okay, in the northern Kedah, okay, northern part of Malaysia, that is being exposed to all year round sunlight. The most important part about plant, okay, as well as this algae needs a lot of sunlight to produce a lot of chlorophyll. So chlorophyll, they are able to bind together with the iron element, so that whenever the person is taking spirulina, okay, it is, so a lot of people that is able to rejuvenate the red blood cells. So people with anemia, okay, they can take spirulina, okay, with certain dosage. And of course, at the same time, DXN, the ponds, the spirulina ponds is contaminant free. There's no heavy metals. Even it is coming from Malaysia, DXN has the spirulina has been certified by Therapeutics Goods Administration by Australia. As we know that TGA from Australia, it is one of the strictest regulation, health food supplement regulation. Okay, that the country can provide. Okay. So of course, at the same time, spirulina, you can see that it has penetrated more than 180, 190 countries worldwide, and you can see that how spirulina is so rich with nutrients to help people with malnourishment issues. Okay, and Roselle is very good, especially for people, like smokers or even people with high stress, because they always have the issue of hardening of the blood vessel. So the Roselle, the high content of the natural vitamin C, is able to create the elasticity of the blood vessels. All right. Okay. So spicati. So whenever you like to drink tea, spicati is something. Is one of my favorite drink. For Chinese, spicati, Spica prunella, it is called 下菇草, if you know that it is able to get rid of the heatiness, all right? And of course, it has the Ganoderma within. The main ingredient that you have in spicati is not tea. You don't find any tea inside. You'll be seeing different combination of the superior herbs as well as the plant-based food within this tea. So it is able to help you to detox whenever you take the Ajinomoto in the food, you're able to drink. And especially for people, with a lot of phlegm, like a lot of dampness, 湿气, like 湿气, it's like dampness, they feel like congested. They can drink this Picati to enhance the phlegm motion in the body, including the intestinal phlegm, because we have new mucus in our hollow organ. So Spicati is able to help the person to regulate and to help the motility of the mucus in the body. All right. And of course, floral tea. Floral tea is one of our new products, okay, that actually is able to help your body, especially people who always have diarrhea. Okay, diarrhea, and always it can help people with inflammatory issues, because hypertension people, they have the blood vessels are being inflamed. So just now I mentioned the spicati as well as the fluority is able to help that person, because fluority is made of bagatrix plant. And cordyceps, wow, cordyceps. Okay, cordyceps, as much as it's being classified together with Ganoderma, it is considered as the superior class as well, because cordyceps, you can see that some people, whenever they purchase from the sensei shop, it's so expensive, but our cordyceps is being produced by Malaysia, so it's being sold at a very, very economical price. So what can cordyceps do? Cordyceps, it is able to enhance the endurance in the body. Especially, they are the specialists for these four vital organs: lungs, heart, liver, and kidney. So these four main organs, they act as in the energy production powerhouse. So with cordyceps, you are able to help out with the person without creating so much stress in the heart, because people who have hypertension and high stress, their heart will be pumping very quickly, like tachycardia. So that's the reason why they are always running low of oxygen. They are always they feel very tired. Okay, it can be measured by when you climb the stairs. Wow, you're already panting already. So cordyceps is very good for this group of people. Okay, it is health stimulative. And cordypine, cordypine is the pineapple enzyme mixed together with and this is a pineapple enzyme fermented for 6 months, okay, or more, together with cordyceps together within. That the bromelain within the fermented pineapple, it is very strong in anti-inflammatory agent. So people with a lot of swelling, like gout, people with the joint issues, okay, the or even cardiovascular high risk people, they can take cordypine to prevent, especially like the stroke or heart disease problems. And of course, cordypine together with morinzi, it is able to help to reduce the viscosity of the blood, means is to make the blood less sticky, and the blood is able to travel more freely in your body. Okay, and last but not least, okay, lion's mane is very good. There are two packaging here. One is the powder, the other one is the tablets. Lion's mane is very good in improving the minute blood circulation, especially in your brain and your saraf tunjang, at the spinal cord and your peripherals. People who are, whenever you're stressed, you can feel that because whenever you're stressful, all your blood circulation is being shut down. That's the reason why certain people, they can feel numbness in your hand or in your feet, because whenever you're stressed out, all the minute blood circulation, the extremities, it is finer, it is smaller than your hair, they can shut down. Whenever you don't get enough blood flow, the person can feel numb. So lion's mane is very good for them. But apart from that, lion's mane has a different functions, okay, as well, especially for the nerve, okay, and because of the nerve growth factor. So for people who always have memory loss, cannot concentrate, and of course for older people, okay, lion's mane is very suitable for them. Okay, so with all the things that I've shared, I hope that tonight you're able to get something from here. Okay, not only you're able to know how to manage your stress, okay, so that you're able to prevent the hypertension, but at the same time, you have the solution for these range of wonderful products that it is with us all the time. So I hope that with my sharing tonight, okay, I hope all of you are able to share more with your friends and your family, and to help with the people to prevent the hypertension that can lead to bigger issues like stroke and also heart disease. So I hope that together we can work together as a team. We can weave the healing network together to map out the disease from the world. So that's all from me today. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very, very, very much to Mr. William. Very great sharing, very informative, full of knowledge. I think people are watching with us, of course, they will say 100% will get the input of hypertension, and all the product, actually all our product is very, very good. It's for all. type of health problem, the most important thing is you just consume our product. Thank you very much, Mr. William.
Thank you,
Oh,
Mr. Zakri, for this. Thank you.
Okay, we are running a lot, more than 1 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh
Wow,
wow, okay, wow, okay,
time running very fast. Because of
yeah,
the information is very very important. So they are alert. They are aware of hypertension. So please avoid big hypertension, and because hypertension is like mentioned by Mr. William, one of the silent killer. Okay. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we still have a time for any question. Like to ask Mr. William. Okay, kalau nak tanya apa-apa boleh type dekat ruang komen. Anything. Okay. Although this tonight we talk about hypertension, at least we can cover a lot of product. Start from RGGL until the last one is Lion's Mane. Okay. Actually, all product can mix together, right? And can mix together and can drink it at the same time. That's why in Malaysia we have powder form of the product. Okay. So William,
yes.
we just wait. Maybe some question from the viewers.
Okay,
Kalau tak ada means they are really really understand. They are really enjoy
thank you.
all the information of the topic hypertension. Okay, for your information, ladies and gentlemen, every month, of course, we have health and product in focus. Like mentioned by Mr. William, this hypertension is we celebrate world WHO celebrate in month of May. Okay, and supposedly June is Father's Day. But Father's Day and Mother's Day, as we call it as parents celebration. To we can do a good present to our family, to our parents by the SM product, and of course next month one more health and product in focus. Because WHO celebrate blood donation, blood donation month. So inshallah, we'll cover the blood information and knowledge in one of the health and product in focus slot. Okay, any question? Maybe okay. So likewise, we can see some of the comment from the viewers. Okay, let's see. Saya pun tak faham ni. Okay. Right. Come from Fakiza Awan. Cordyceps is very good effect on pancreas too, of course. Okay, wow, wonderful. Good for heart. I think this one is what product? You mentioned just now.
Cordyceps.
Yes, cordyceps.
Cordyceps.
Okay. Okay, and another one is Lion's Mane is stop in managing stress. Of course, you are 100% correct. Okay, Lion's Mane, no problem. Okay. Right, more Lion's Mane. I'm using already. It's very good. Oh, okay. Very well present. Thank you, Mr. William.
Thank you.
Kudos, Miss Joanne. Thank you, because this module is prepared by Miss Joanne. So we have
Oh
to
wow.
thanks to his idea, her idea, and become this very good module. And as a presenter, of course, you did very very good. Okay, because we choose the right man to talk about this topic tonight. Thank you so much. Okay, any more comment? Okay, all the SM product are very very good to our health, because just now I saw one very important comment. I think you have to read this.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Okay. Madam Jane.
Gelap,
Thank you. Thank
gelap,
you.
gelap besar. I think after this dia akan komen lagi tau. Lepas ni dia
Yalah.
duduk sebelah.
Ke atas. Ke atas.
Like mother like son lah. Very good. Okay. Okay. Congrats. Thank you very much, Dabba Diamond William, for sharing hypertension with their product. Okay.
Okay.
Congrats, Madam Jane. Mr. William is great presenter. Oh, okay, compliment. Okay,
Thank
I
you,
think
Miss
a lot of
Joanne. Thank you for the slides. Thank you.
yeah. Okay, this is
Okay.
good information also for sleeplessness. Take lion's mane at night.
One more I like to
But
add.
I always take coffee. Can, no
Sorry,
problem.
can
Please.
for people sleeplessness, okay, just now I did not have enough time. You can take one more thing, Poria. I stand by here already. Poria. Poria is
Yeah.
very, very good for sleeping. It is a
Mm.
natural antidepressant, okay? So it is able to help the body to produce very good relaxing hormones, so to help the person to go to sleep. So you
Wow.
can not only take lion's mane, okay, if you take like 5 tablets before sleep, you take one, let's say if you're taking Poria powder, take one scoop, mix with water, you can sleep better with warm water.
Mm.
Mm.
What's the reason behind the dysphoria and sleeplessness, William?
The Poria actually it has the natural the nutrients okay, the pakimic acid together with the also tryptopanoids as well, like the lingzi like RG so it is able to help the body to calm down, so all the bad hormones, or not bad hormones, we call it stressful hormones, to come down,
Yes, correct.
the cortisol come down. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
it is very helpful for sleep. I got a lot of feedback from Poria. Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. This is I think from this name like Filipinos. Thank you
Yes,
for sharing.
I know her. She always make order
Ah,
from me. Thank you, Miss
oh,
Rebecca. Thank you.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. This one from Miss Nurul. Thank you. Okay, I
Masih Kak
think
Nurul. Okay.
uh, I got this. I got this.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
no problem.
Okay.
Maybe because we don't know where you come from, but you can find any nearest branches, the SM branches, and you can find a lot of our products there, and you can ask more in your nearest branches, Mr. David. Oh hey, okay, this very long comment. Thank you very much, Double Diamond, such a clear and detailed info shared. Wow, thank you. Thank you. My question is, as
Mm-hmm.
for spaghetti, we know its cooling properties is high, correct? How will
Mm-hmm.
it affect if a person is having a lot of kahak kan in their
Mm-hmm.
lungs, they
Okay.
continue? What will be
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay,
okay?
so for people, okay, I understand what you're trying to say. Like, there are a lot of cooling element. That's what kita kata tabit Cina lah. That means we say the TCM, the traditional Chinese medicine, always say it's very cooling, so it makes the body cold. But all the things within, like the tangerine peel, so the peppermint, and together with the herbs that you have, okay, that actually can help the body to kick out the phlegm from the lungs, especially. So some people, they are very afraid whenever they feel that it's phlegmy, is something that is frightening. But don't be frightened, because your lungs is a very enclosed area. So whatever the toxin, you can imagine, you look at the fan, the metal fan that you have, the metal fan, if you don't wash it for 3 months, do you think it's very dusty everywhere? So it is the
Mm,
same goes like your lungs. It's very vascular. So you're trapping all the dust all the toxins within your body. But why you are actually not kicking up the phlegm? So whenever the person is taking the spicati, all right, they're kicking out the phlegm. You can top up a little bit with the morinzi, okay, morinzi, and also you can you take some the cordyceps to enhance the lung function, so it can kick up the phlegm more effectively. So he won't feel won't be like congested.
yes.
So he can just get rid of the phlegm very effectively, because the phlegm has to go out. The phlegm is the mucus that brings all the toxin out of your body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Hopefully this answer the Mr. Suresh question. Okay. Another comment. Thank you for your great sharing.
Thank you, Cindy.
Purina or Poria S ni?
Poria.
Okay, the
Poria.
uh,
Yeah, it's Poria.
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 Okay,
You see,
Poria. Okay,
Poria.
Poria S. It's good product. Okay, wow,
Okay.
great sharing, sir. Thank you. Watching from Singapore. Thank
Oh,
you very
thank
much.
you. Thank you so much.
Okay, I think that's all for all the compliment feedback from our viewers. So before we last our session, I would like to get maybe a few words from Mr. William.
All right. So last but I mean, as always, I'm very grateful to Mr. Zakri that I'm being given. I'm so privileged to be here to be able to share with the things that
Okay.
I know with all of you. Because especially at this pandemic, right? So a lot of people are so worried. There's so many fears. There's so many stress. So at the same time, we're so worried about all the the infection that we are actually being exposed to. So of course, at the same time, we have all the treasures here that's being provided by DXN, so that we are able to always stay healthy because your immune system is something that you need to nurture every single day, like this pokok of plant, right? The plant that you need to everyday serum. You have to nurture, not something like, oh, whenever you're sick, you are looking for something magical elixir. No, health is something that you need to perform on a daily basis, including, like I mentioned, how you manage your stress, how you exercise, you eat correctly, don't eat so fast, together with the nutrients that you cannot get from food, you take it from DXN products, because DXN products is unlike different supplementation company you are seeing out there, not like vitamin C, B, everything is coming as wholesome food. So whenever you take like mega dosage, even though the dosage is higher, don't worry because they are food. So you don't have to worry that you will get, overdose. So I guess that is all for me. And thank you so much for your presence tonight and your attention for almost 2 hours. Thank you so much, DXN. Thank you.
All right. Once again, thank you very much to our great presenter, Mr. William Gunn. Okay, because we still need his expertise, his knowledge next month.
Ken.
No. Okay, guys. So
All
thank
right.
you once again. Hope to see you tomorrow because we have a Sunday with DSN. Don't forget at 4 p.m. Where? At DSN Facebook Malaysia. All right. So till we meet again, thank you very much and see you all at the top. Okay. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Let it go, make my body go. Take our bodies higher and higher.